Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten 774 here, bringing you the next video in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew, The Secret at Shadow Ranch. We were just about to read this journal here, which looks really old. Merrill Humber.
July 4th, 1882. Got sworn in as sheriff. It was the 4th, so it was like all them celebrations was for me, which of course they weren't. Frances thought up a song and played it on the piano for me. I forget how it went, but it was purty. I'm lucky to have her for a daughter. Hereford Shoup come by with a plant he brung from New York, which he calls Harrison's Yellow. Looked right dead to me, but Frances planted it out back and give it some water, and already it looks to be on the mend. She's 17 and can read, write good, and knows her numbers. Hereford's thinking to marry her, but I said she ain't of that mind yet. March 30th, 1883. Frances has got eyes for a young man named Dirk. She says he's from Prescott. Cappy says when she plays the piano, this Dirk makes everyone be quiet so he can hear her good. I ain't never seen her smile like she smiles now. I told her to bring him to the ranch for dinner, but she says he won't come because he is too shy. I wonder if that is the truth. April 16th, 1883. Got a letter from the sheriff over in Phoenix about this Dirk Valentine, who's wanted for robbing 2 banks in a stagecoach. The picture with the letter looked just like Dirk, who Frances is sweet on. When I showed her the picture, she got tearful and run off. Now, Dirk is gone, and she won't say nothing about where he went. Got a letter from the sheriff over August 2nd, 1883. Dirk Valentine is robbing banks and coaches and trains all over the territory. Frances says he never ever shoots his gun and only steals from people that already got plenty of money. But that ain't true, because some of them trains he robbed was carrying money, meant to pay miners their hard-earned wages. He is nothing but a no-good, greedy outlaw. But Frances gets real mad when I say that. I fear she is still sweet on him, and that she sees him when she knows I am busy. Gets letters from him, which she hides from me. September 9th, 1883. Got hold of a note Frances sent to Dirk and saw where they was going to meet. So I got a posse and we caught Dirk, and now he's in jail. The judge is coming next week, and I hear he is a hanging judge, so Dirk most likely ain't long for this world. Frances won't say nothing to me no more and says she never will again. September 13th, 1883. Dirk sent a secret letter to Frances, which Mason got hold of and give to me. I locked it up so she won't ever read it. Frances ain't allowed to see Dirk in jail, of course. If she never sees his letter, maybe she will think he don't like her no more, and maybe she will stop liking him. Frances's ma would have known what to do better than me. I wish she was still alive. September 17th, 1883. They hung Dirk at noon. I thought I would be glad, but I ain't. September 18th, 1883. Frances took Brownie in my big saddlebag and is gone. She ain't told no one where she's going, not even Cappy. But I know she will forget Dirk, and when she does, she will come home because she's a smart gal and will figure out that I did what I'd done for her. January 4th, 1884. My sister says her little girl Ellie got a letter that said Frances went east and was not of a mind to ever return. I hope this ain't the truth, because I miss her something awful. June 11th, 1884. The Harrison's Yellow, which Frances said was her favorite flower in the world, is just a pile of brown sticks now. I don't know how to look after delicate things like that, so it is my fault that it died. I ain't seen or heard from Frances in a year. I tell people she's on her way home, but when I look in my heart, I know this is a lie. She will never come back to Shadow Ranch, and it is my fault. I'll just have to find a way to live with it.
Aww. That's so sad. Ugh. That's what I mean about how playing this game more and more just helps me realize how much more I love it, because the story is just so intricate and so sad and so beautiful. Ugh. Anyway, we need to get a horse, because we need to deliver this letter to Mariazi. Bye! basics. Okay, so let's go find a saddle. Oh, hello?
So which one are you?
Excuse me?
The Raleigh said they were going to be inviting some young ladies out here. I take it you're one of them.
Yes, I'm Nancy Drew. And you are?
I'm the head wrangler. You want to ride, you come to me. You prove to me you know what you're doing, I may just let you.
How do I prove to you I know what I'm doing?
First thing you're gonna do is never ride unless you're wearing a hat and gloves. And unless you got a full canteen of water. You can wear that hat over there. It's Mrs. Raleigh's. Got a helmet built right in. Her gloves are on the saddle you'll be using. And you can get a canteen from Shorty. Then you're gonna saddle and bridle your horse. No need to brush him. I do that when I bring him in. Then you're gonna lead him to the mountain block in the corral and mount up. Then I'm gonna ask you some questions. You can't ride outside the corral till you get all the answers right.
Once I pass your test, can I ride any time I want?
Long as you talk to me first. When you're done riding, you're gonna dismount, hook your horse up, take the saddle and bridle off and put him back where you got him. Always keep your gloves with your saddle.
Do these horses ground tie?
Yep. If you get off when you're on the trail, don't tie your reins to nothing. Just drop them. And barring an earthquake or something, old Bob will stay put.
Bob? Who's Bob?
The bay over there. Name's Bob. That's who I'm putting you on.
May I go riding now?
Nope. With the Raleigh's gone, the ranch is real short-handed. Before you ride, you're gonna have to go see if Shorty's got any chores that need doing. Gotta get a canteen from him anyway.
Did you see the phantom horse last night?
I saw something. Just what? I still ain't sure.
Do you know anything about the treasure that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid for his sweetheart?
Nope.
Somehow I knew you were going to say that. Talk to you later.
Yahoo.
Ah, Tex. Such a happy, friendly person. Frog. The anatomy of a horse hoof. So this is another place that we can find answers for Tex's quiz. Like, you can look at the horse anatomy, which he'll probably ask about. It's withers. Forehead. Yeah, just get a good general look. You can keep guessing at the questions as many times as you need. Pete's Pink Cattle Supplement. I see. Why is it pink? So this is the saddle we're gonna be riding, but we can't ride anything yet. This is the hat we need, though. It's got a helmet built right in, apparently, which is handy. The horse feeding rations. Cool. Always check your girth before hitting the trail. Well, make sure to do that when we actually get to hit the trail. But Tex said that first we need to check with Shorty and see if there's any chores for us to do. We'll see. I have a feeling he's gonna have some chores.
Hey there, Nancy. Man, I wish the Raleighs were here.
How come?
I'm really looking forward to you and me sitting down and having a nice conversation, especially with all the weird stuff that's going on. I'm so busy getting all their chores done in addition to my own that I barely have time to talk to myself, let alone to you. Enough of me complaining. What's up?
Tex said I should get a canteen from you and see if there are any chores you'd like me to do.
Music to my ears. First thing you can do for me is go out to the garden and pick all the ripe vegetables. You know what ripe vegetables look like, don't you?
You bet I do.
Good, because if you pick vegetables that aren't ripe yet, I'll be real ticked. You can put them in the vegetable basket that's hanging outside. And one more thing. Sometime today, I need you to build a cooking fire in the pit outside. I'll light it when I'm ready to start cooking. And be sure to fill the bucket out there with water and leave it by the pit. You know, just in case something catches on fire that isn't supposed to. The Raleighs wanted to have a cookout tonight, and by golly, we're gonna have a cookout no matter who is or isn't here.
Well, I'd better get going.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay, so we need to make a fire and we need to collect vegetables. So, if you look at your phone, go to the web and our internet browser, and then we go to, my timer's in the way, here, search. We can search all of these things. So basically anything that we've come across so far. we can look up. But harvesting vegetables is going to be the most helpful one right now. And it basically gives you pictures of what you're supposed to harvest, how it's supposed to look. So we can figure out all of the whatever's over in the vegetable area and figure out which ones are ripe using that information. Move my timer back over here. Okay. And we also need to start a fire. So in order to start a fire, we're going to need some paper, because that's how it'll catch fire better. Always need some paper. So I'll take this one, crumple it up. We'll take this one.
Bank robbers?
Denver bank robbers spotted at local gas station. Clerk's description of clothing, car, green-tinted sunglasses matches that of witness to $100,000 heist. Ooh, that's interesting. If you look here, it says the Golden Gate Gazette. So this is a newspaper cookie to Message in a Haunted Mansion, the third Nancy Drew mystery. If we go outside, so next we need kindling for a fire. Nancy tells you to. Ooh, what's this?
Wonder who wrote this.
Ooh, that looks like a secret code. Take that. So first we can put our paper down.
So far, so good.
And next we need kindling, and then, we'll need to fill this up at some point. Okay. We'll need to chop some wood. So the log will be placed on the chopping block, and then whatever this is called, it will be placed in there. So you need to line your feet up with where the log is on the block, and then line your axe up with the angle of whatever this thing is called. And then you hit. Perfect. And then it'll split nicely in half. And you do that with all of the logs. So Nancy's standing here, and that's at a pretty far angle. Let's try that though. Yeah. Oh, nope. Yeah, it was the wrong angle. Okay, far angle. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, and then the last log. So Nancy is standing here, and it is directly straight up and down. Nancy swings. And there we go.
There. Just call me Nancy Paul Bunyan Drew.
Woohoo, Paul Bunyan. It's a very common legend in Minnesota, where I live, so love the shout out. Okay, so we have all the logs we need. Now we need to find kindling. Basically just need to look around in as many places as you can. Oh, like here's some. Small sticks. Why do I keep going there? Let's go. Are there any over here by Dave?
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
How long have you worked here?
About as long as the Raleighs have lived here. About 3 months, I guess. I was their first hire. First me, then Tex, then Shorty.
Tex seems a little ornery.
He does his job and he does it good. Far as I'm concerned, that's all that's important.
I found a letter that may have been written by Dirk Valentine to Francis Humber way back in the 1880s. What do you know about them?
I know there's a painting of her over in the ranch house, and that's about it. Why? What'd the letter say?
The letter made it sound like Dirk was sending Francis on some kind of treasure hunt.
Well, if the guy did hide something, it's probably long gone by now.
I'll let you get back to work.
See you later.
See you later. So if we turn around... Why am I having so much trouble finding this kindling? Aha, there's some. I think it's like 2 or 3 that you can find. One of them is over by this thing. I think it's behind it. I don't know why I can't find it. There's some over by the house too. Here we go. Is that how much we need? Or do we need more? Is there one more bundle? Nancy will tell us if we try to put it down.
So far, so good. I need more kindling.
Yeah, I thought so. And I think it's by this wagon thing, but I can't figure out how to look at it. Oh, There. And then if we turn around, there we go. Okay, so you need 5 bundles of kindling. You just had to go closer to the chicken coop. Alright, so, see, this is the annoying part. You have to click the paper, then click the X, and put it
So
down.
far, so good.
And you just have to keep opening up the inventory.
That should do it.
There we go. And then you put the big logs.
There, one extremely well-built campfire, if I do say so myself.
Great looking fire, Nancy. Nice job.
Yay! Nice fire. I did learn, however, that setting it up in the teepee formation at first is not the most beneficial way to start a fire, especially if the wood is wet. Now we need to fill up this bucket of water. Maybe if the wood is dry, though, it works better. I mean, they're in the desert here, so it's probably not as big a problem. Okay, so now we take our water-filled bucket, put it down here. So now all we need to do is get vegetables for Shorty. So to do that, we need to get the basket. And then we need to go over. So we have Romano, Old Ivory Egg, Northern Lights, Beefsteak, Golden Queen, and Black Turtle. If we look in our internet browser here, my timer is in the way again. I'll go here, search for harvesting vegetables. So we don't have any peppers. We need to worry about snap beans. Beans that are meant to be eaten pod and all are called snap beans because when they're ready to eat, the pods snap easily when bent. Some varieties grow like a bush, others vine. Ripe beans should be pinched, not pulled. The more beans you pick, the more beans the plant will produce. So harvest them frequently daily if necessary. In the picture below, the beans on the left are underripe, the beans in the middle are ripe, and the beans on the right are overripe. Popular varieties include Romano. Okay, so the Romano one, we need to make sure we're picking them when they're plump, not skinny and not dry. And then the dry beans are, popular varieties include Black Turtle, which we also have. So the Black Turtle, we need to make sure we only pick it when it's dry, because we want the pod to be dry. In the picture above, the pod on the left is underripe, pod in the middle is ready for harvesting. And then the tomatoes are easy. Beefsteak is red when it's ripe. Northern Lights are bicolored. And then Old Ivory Eggs are golden. And Golden Queens are orangish. So we can pick these beefsteaks, because they're red. We can pick, oh, my timer is in the way again. We can pick the Golden Queens that are orangish. Black Turtle was, why is this so complicated? Black Turtle was the one that you pick when it's dry, I think. Yep, okay, so none of those are actually ripe. Why can't I close? Close, there we go. So none of these are ripe, because none of them are dry. Romano, there's no Old Ivory Eggs that are ripe. These 4 Northern Lights are ripe, though. And the Romano ones, it's the beans that I always mess up on. Can I see how many are in my basket? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's probably like 2 ripe ones if I had to guess. I mean, these look plump. Those don't. How do these look? Because Shorty will yell at you if you do it wrong. Ooh, those might not be ripe. Okay, let's go check with Shorty.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Probably did it wrong.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
Take a look.
Oh no, you got stuff in here that isn't
Yeah.
ripe yet. Picking stuff before it's ripe is a waste of perfectly good food. So don't do it again, you hear? Now, second thing I need you to do for me is take this, go out to the chicken coop and fill it up with eggs. Just be careful of that basket. It's kinda old.
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
Alright, so that'll be our next chore. Oh, didn't notice that. What's in here? Recipe cards! So, we will go get eggs in our next video. Thank you for watching, fellow detectives. See you soon.